welcome back to my channel. Y'all, we're on episode 21. Come on, let's just praise God together. Like, God is so faithful. Oh, God, he is so good. Like, over the past 21 days, it's hard to believe I've stayed consistent with the things of God for 21 days. Again, I'm just talking about me. Sometimes I may make it to day 3. Sometimes I may make it to day 14. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need a break today. Well, yeah, I don't feel like getting up early today. I'll do something else. Or, yeah, I don't feel like getting in my word today. You know what I'm saying? Just to be consistent for 21 days is mind-blowing for me. Because, again, that is something that I struggle with. And I told y'all that episode 1. To see the level of transformation just within myself, not only physical but spiritually as well. Like, I see now what it's talking about, going from faith to faith and glory to glory, because the newfound faith that I have is like man, just read it in your word. It will give you a new strength. It will give you a boldness. Like, where did this even come from? Like, who am I? Like, what is this? Right? So that's where I'm at, and the deeper revelation that I have now of Christ is like mind-blowing. And my prayer in the beginning was, Lord, I understand what you have called me to do, but I don't want this to be out of obligation. I truly want it to be a desire. And that's how we all should be, a desire, but not allowing the monotony of life and taking care of, kids, bills, whatever it is. I didn't want that to be almost like a burden. Like, man, I can't do what I need to do for you, God, because everything else has literally drained me. So been getting up early, before the house gets, started, just a quiet time with just me and God. I mean, it's just been so life transforming. I guess that's the best way I could put it. Like, it's hard to really put into words how I feel. And I hopefully somebody understand where I'm going, like where I'm at. Like, it's hard to put into words how I feel, because, man, it's like it's been here all along. It's been here all along. But a lot of times we want to read a scripture here and there, and we don't try to get a deep revelation of who God is. And once we know who God is, now we can know who we are and the power and the authority that he has given us. So God is so faithful. So as y'all saw the title, like, God can be trusted, okay? He can be trusted. If we just look back to what I essentially just talked about not too long, just now, like, he could be trusted, because who would have thought this is where I would be? Who would have thought? I told y'all, episode 1 again, I was literally addicted to Coca-Colas. Y'all, I was so addicted. I was having 3 and 4 a day. No exaggeration. 3 and 4 Coca-Colas a day. Sometimes it may have been a can, but normally it was the bottles. I know, but I told y'all, only God can judge me. So, baby, listen, it's all good, okay? I just remembered to look at the camera. So if y'all realize my eyes looking different now, I'm looking at the camera. And I was not going to do this video over again. So anyway, listen, God can be trusted, and I am just so grateful that he has allowed me an opportunity to see how much he can be trusted, right? Because we hear it all along, but once you really get into the word for yourself, like I said, it's a deeper revelation, and not just allowing your bishop and first lady to just feed you the word, but getting in it for yourself is completely different, man. It's completely different. And building that relationship with Christ is, like I said, you can't put it into words. It's just a feeling. You just feel it, as my mom. You feel it in your Noah. Like, you just feel it, So anyway, I want to just encourage somebody on today. Tomorrow is December 31st. So one more day until 2025. And I just want to encourage you. I know some of us have started some things, before the new year, and already feel defeated before the new year is even here. But I want you to remember that God can be trusted, okay? He can be trusted. Tomorrow, if at all possible, I want you to just stay in a place of worship. Like, I don't care what is going on in your tomorrow. I want you to stay in a place of worship. If you have to turn on some worship music all day, kind of just do that. Like, play some worship music just in the background all day, just to fill your home, fill your atmosphere, fill your car. Excuse me, even if you're even at work, put your AirPod in and just continue to allow worship to just saturate you on tomorrow, because Y'all, we really just think back on how God kept us all year long. Baby, the Lord and kept some of our cars, baby, okay? Nobody came out here to pick up the car. They kept our lights, you know what I'm saying? They kept our children, they kept our family. Like, it's so much that we have to be grateful for. And we just need to stay in a place of worship and just like, Lord, just worship, just think how far you have brought me in 2024. I'm telling you. We can praise into the new year, but for tomorrow, let's just try to stay in a place, a posture of just worship, just thanking God for all that he has done. We're not asking him for anything. We're thanking him for all that he has done, because he didn't have to do it, but he saw fit. Right? He didn't have to do it, but he saw fit to put breath in our lungs this morning. He didn't have to do it, but he allowed our job not to give us a pink slip. Come on. He didn't have to do it, but he did. And we are so grateful on today. We are so grateful. And for the rest of this year, we will remain in a posture of worship. If you can, have a night, have a day of just fully just worship. Just bow down. Get in a posture, literally, of worship. Get on your knees, bow down, and just thank God for all that he is, number one, and all that he has done. Because we know what it is that he's going to do, but all that he has done. So, I just got a couple of scriptures I just want to just bring to y'all today. And the first one's going to be Matthew 24 and 35. And it says, Jesus is talking. He says that heaven and earth will pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Okay? So if you have a promise, my dear sisters and brothers, if you have a promise from the Lord, trust and believe, baby, that heaven and earth will pass away before his word falls to the ground and not bear any fruit. You get what I'm saying? He said his word will not return unto him void. So that means the word that he has given you, right? So I want us to hold fast to that. I know, like I said, you kind of get discouraged. You feel like I didn't complete the things that I wanted to complete before this year. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. God can still be trusted. If you feel like you haven't seen the promises or what you thought you were going to get this year, Lord, I thought I heard from you. Trust and believe. God can be trusted, but can he trust you? Right? Can he trust you to do what he told you to do? And a lot of times, a lot of us go back to the last thing he told you, baby, that obedience will yield a reward. It's going to yield a reward. So some of us need to really, before 2024 even hits, we need to go back and check what he told us to do in 2024. I'm sorry, before 2025 gets here, we need to go back and check has he told me to do in 2024 that I have yet to complete out of fear, out of laziness. Right? What is it? And then Matthew 5 and 18, and this is going to be in the CEV version. It says, don't suppose I came, this is Jesus talking. Don't suppose I came to do away with the law and the prophets. I did not come to do away with them, but to give them their full meaning, to fulfill it. Heaven and earth may disappear, but I promise you, not even a period or a comma would ever disappear from the law. Everything written in it must happen. Yeah. Everything written in this good book, it must happen. It must happen. Don't feel like I'm too old, or I'm too young, I'm too whatever. Baby, it's got to happen. If he made you a promise, it's got to happen. And I need y'all to really I'm trying to drive that into you, to know that it's going to happen, because God can be trusted, man. I don't care what man has said. I do not care. If God has given you a promise, if God has told you what it is that he's going to do for you, you've got to trust him. Faith and doubt can't dwell in the same house. Some going to have to go, baby. Some going to have to go. So what are you giving room to? Or are you giving room to your fears, or to your doubt and to your worry? Or are you giving way to, Lord, I trust you. Like, I truly trust you. Like, I don't care what it looks like. I truly trust you. I don't care how bad this word gets. I truly trust you, because Psalms 91 tells me that it will not come nigh me. Only with my eyes will I behold and see the reward of the wicked. Baby, I don't care what's going on. Baby, that don't apply to me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Right? When we get that posture, but it's hard to say that if we're not getting in his word and reading what it is that he has promised us. It's hard to do. It's hard to fight back when you don't have any weapons. So we need the weapon of faith. We need the weapon of his word. Okay? That's what we need to get. And I just want to encourage somebody, man, to just hold on. Hold on. Not only can a lot happen in a day. You know, he said a day is as 1,000 years, baby. Okay? And 1,000 years is as a day. A lot can happen in 24 hours. A lot can happen in 24 hours. Like, don't count God out yet. Matter of fact, don't even count yourself out yet. Don't count yourself out. Baby, I don't care if you for 300, what was this, a leap year? I think it was, for 365 days. You've been doing whatever it is that you wanted to do. Baby, hone in. Hone in this last. They say, Lord, I trust. I trust that, baby, me repenting, me doing all the things that you have called me to do, me seeking your face, even just this last day, not being so adamant about not taking these same things into 2025. Like, I don't care. It's the day before. I don't care. Be adamant about that thing. Like, I refuse to cross over. I don't care. It may have seemed I have wasted 365 days. I don't care. I'm not taking this into 2025. I'm not. And I mean that, like, I'm not taking this over. I'm not taking the same mindset. I'm not taking the same way of doing things. I'm not. It's got me nowhere. Okay? So don't let the enemy punk you like, baby, you might give it up. Just wait till 2025. Like, the devil is a liar. He is a liar. There's still breath in your lungs. You have the time now, the opportunity now to do it. To let it go. You have the opportunity to do it now. You don't have to wait until 2025, baby. You don't. You don't. So I want you to know that God can be trusted. And this is the last one I'm going to leave y'all with. So Numbers 23 and 19 is what I'm going to leave you all with today. And I want you to read it how I'm reading it. Okay? It's going to make sense in a minute. God is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through? I told y'all, God can be trusted. Listen, I've received a command to bless. God has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. No misfortune is in her plans for Kimberly. No misfortune is in the plans for Kimberly. No misfortune is in the plans for, insert your name, okay? No misfortune. No trouble is in store for Kimberly. For the Lord my God is with me. He has been proclaimed my king. God brought me out of Egypt. For me, he is a strong. All right, so I'm going to leave y'all with Numbers 23 and 19. And I want you guys to read it how I'm reading, okay? In your spare time, once you go back. And I want you to just, declare this. So it says that God is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through? I told y'all, God can be trusted, okay? Listen, I received a command to bless. God has blessed and I cannot reverse it. No misfortune is in the plans for Kimberly. No misfortune is in the plans for Kimberly. No misfortune is in the plans for, insert your name, okay? No trouble is in store for Kimberly. For the Lord my God is with me. He has been proclaimed my king. God brought me out of Egypt. For me, he is as strong as a wild ox. No curse can touch Kimberly. No magic has any power against Kimberly. For now it will be said of Kimberly, what wonders has God done for Kimberly? So, baby, I don't care what any witch, warlock, any monitoring spirit, I don't care what they may have said concerning you. No magic has any power against you, okay? People will look at you and wonder, like, how in the world did she get was how in the world did he, you know what I'm saying? Baby, our lives will be a testimony that God can be trusted. Our life will be a testimony that God can be trusted. Because it's only God. It is only God. A lot of the things that we have overcome, only God could have done it. Only God. Okay? There's no credit that I can get for any of this. Only God. So I just want to, again, just leave that with you and encourage you that God can be trusted, man. And I want you to remember to just, whenever you watch this until the new year, I want you to stay in a posture of worship, if at all possible, even when you get ready to lay down and go to sleep. I want you to just allow worship. It could just be an instrumental, whatever. Just allow worship to consume you. Allow worship to saturate you until the new year. Okay? Listen, I love y'all so much. And I thank y'all again for each and every one of you that are liking, commenting, subscribing. Again, only God. Who would have thought? You know, who would have thought? I mean, he's just good. And I'm just going to leave it there because I'm telling you, the way I feel, it's just, I feel light. Because again, I'm not carrying stuff that I'm not supposed to carry. I've literally been laying it at his feet. And I get what he says. When you finally really just lay that thing out there, you get up feeling so you just feel free. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just different. So I encourage you to try it. I encourage you to try to literally just pour it all out. He already knows about it anyway. He already knows. So I encourage you to do your part, in which is to tell him, lay it at his feet. Allow him to remove that weight from you, because it's not yours to carry anyway, baby. It's not. And we promise that we're not taking that into 2025. I don't care when you see this. We're not taking that into 2025. We're going to do something different. I don't care if it's 2 hours before the new year strikes. If you want, that's the time you want to decree and declare that I'm doing something different. Well, baby, so be it. Okay. We're not letting the devil punk us anymore. Okay. So again, I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.